Welcome back to the Upside Down Motherfucking Podcast. Some of you may be wondering why I just broke your eardrums, or maybe why am I such in a good mood? Bitches, I am going back to school. And just so you know, yes, I am in school and I'm a fucking teenager. So call me whatever you want. I don't give a big effing fuck. Because I have learned a lot during this period with you guys. I have learned more on how to love myself, and top notch, I've learned a lot about you guys. And some of you have grown up with me, some of you are growing me up, if that makes sense. Some of you are my mothers, whatever. But anyway, it's one world. We all came out of a fucking vagina. And yeah, so what's up? Welcome back to the UDP. And this may not be the longest episode ever, or I've ever done. I hope so. I hope not. This is a Sunday session. We're calling it the healing era. Basically the life reset. So before you freak the fuck out, let me explain why this is going on to change your life. We've all had moments where we feel stuck, chaotic, or just plain lost. Maybe you're healing from a breakup, dealing with toxic situationships, or trying to figure out who the fucking hell you even are. I've been there. Hell, I might still be there right now sometimes. But today, we are going to reset everything. I'll take you through each stage of your glow up mentally, emotionally, and physically. And by the end of these 10 steps, okay, by the end of this episode, you'll feel like a completely new version of yourself, which I talked about in the Renaissance episode, which came out while I was at school. So go listen to the Renaissance episode. That's all I can say. So today we're going to reset everything. I'll take you through each step, each stage of your glow up mentally, emotionally, and physically. And by the end of these 10 hours, you'll feel like a completely new version of yourself. So grab your journal, light your favorite candle, and get fucking ready for the healing girl. Or your healing era. Okay, let's start with why the hell do you even need a life reset? So I'm gonna get comfortable for this one, cause bitches, let's get comfy. So think about it. How much of your day is spent on doing things you actually want? Most of us are stuck in routines we don't even like, relationships that drain us, and habits that keep us from growing. That's where the reset comes in. When I first started this podcast, I was in full survival mode, I'm not gonna lie. But I was in saying yes to everything, overworking myself, yes, and dealing with relationships that were frankly trashy. But it wasn't. I'm gonna tell you guys, it wasn't. Okay, I just had a brain melt there. Sorry. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom that I realized I need a reset. And guess what? It wasn't cute at all. It wasn't aesthetic. It basically wasn't cute. It wasn't aesthetic. But it was necessary. So, okay. Guys, here's your first journal prompt. Write this down. What are the areas of my life feel out of alignment? Which areas of your life feel out of alignment? Take 5 minutes to think about it. Maybe it's your job, maybe it's your friends, maybe your dating life, or even your relationship with yourself. Don't overthink it. Just write whatever comes to mind and put it down on that notebook. Alright. Guys, I kind of have a cold. Pray for me. And let's get into the first step of your glow up, emotional detox. This is where you clear out all the emotional baggage that's been holding you back. I'm talking about the toxic exes, the grudges, the guilt, the fear of rejection, all of the motherfucking things combined. So one of you wrote into me and said, one time I stayed in a situationship way longer than I should have because I was scared to let go. This guy was giving me nothing, but I was holding on because I didn't want to feel like I'd failed. Okay, so here's the thing. First of all, you weren't failing. You were just scared to move on. And that's it. So here's how to start your emotional detox process. Number 1, cut the cord. If it's toxic, it's gonna go. Like, it has to go. You have to let it go. Block them, delete the number, rip off the band-aid, and forgive yourself. Stop beating yourself up for saying too long or making bad choices or decisions. You did the best that you could with the tools you had. So replace the void. When you've let go of something toxic, you create space for something better. Fill the space with hobbies, friends, or even just peace. Next up, confidence. Boy, oh boy, and let me tell you, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being unapologetically yourself, which is basically what the fuck this podcast is about. So if you're not confident yet, or if you're new here, I'd advise you start from the fucking first episode on Spotify of this season. And if you've not gained confidence, we still need some work to do. So it's just about being yourself. So here are my confidence hacks. 1, fake it till you make it. 2, stop comparing. And 3, celebrate the small wins. Confidence is a skill, not personality trait. Start by pretending and eventually it becomes second nature. Social media is a lie. Okay? It's a motherfucking lie. Nobody is as perfect as they seem on social media. You need to focus. What the fuck? Anyway, you need to focus on your own progress. Confidence comes from providing to yourself that you can follow through. Did you go to the gym today? Celebrate it. Did you finally text a person back? Celebrate it. So I will share with you guys a story in the next episode, hopefully when I'm back from school, about how I built confidence after a career setback. Because if not many of you know, I think very little of you know that I used to be a designer and still I'm trying to be a designer. But I majorly had a major setback, and I will talk about it in the episode. And write this down. What is the one thing I can do this week that will push me out of my major comfort zone? Okay. We're diving into physical glow up, fitness, nutrition, and feeling good in your body. Don't go anywhere because we're just getting started. Okay, so physical glow up. You've made it through one part of this 10-part life reset. Pat yourself on the back. We're journaled. We cry a little and we started cutting out toxic energy. As usual, now it's time for part 2, the physical glow up. Let me just say this. A physical glow up isn't about fitting into someone's Instagram standard. It's about feeling good in your body. This hour is all about movement, nourishment, and loving yourself in ways that actually stick. I've got tips, I've got personal stories, and yes, I've got a playlist recommendation because no glow up is complete without a banger soundtrack. Okay, let's talk about why the physical glow up. Why is it so powerful? It's not about looking hot for other people. It's about showing up for yourself. When you feel good physically, it changes your entire vibe. You walk taller, you speak with more confidence, and you're just unbothered. But here's the tea. It's not just about what you do in the gym or what you did in the kitchen or what you're doing in the kitchen. or what you're doing in the gym. It's about the intention behind it. If you're working out because you hate your body, that's not self love, that's self punishment, which I have learned dangerously. So we've not been doing that anymore. But I plan to go to gym when I am mentally stable and my anxiety has reduced because bitch I am in fucking high school. And if you're a fellow high schooler here on the podcast listening, I understand what you're going through because bitch I am going through that shit. So for years I worked in and out like a psycho because I thought I needed to look a certain way to be accepted. I was skipping meals, overtraining, and obsessing over the fucking scale. Spoiler, I wasn't happy about it at all. But I wasn't until I started moving my body for me to feel strong, to feel energized, that I started actually to enjoy the process and things moved on smoothly. So let's get into the fitness piece. First of all, can we stop pretending there's one perfect workout routine for everyone? Some people love pilots, others would rather die than do a plank. That's okay. I am not judging. We listen and we don't judge, bitch. So here are my fitness hacks. 1, try everything. 2, make it fun. And 3, focus on progress, not perfection. Think of fitness like dating. You have to try a few things before you find the one. Spin class, yoga, weightlifting, boxing, just start experimenting. If you're dreading your workouts, you're doing it wrong. Create our killer playlist. Find a hot instructor to motivate you or grab a friend to join you. It's not about how much you can lift or how far you can run. It's about... Sorry, I have a cold. Give me a second. If my voice sounds different, comment on Instagram because I do not know how this audio is completely gonna go. But here's the thing. Yes, where was I? If you're dreading, you're doing it wrong. You're doing the whole workout thing wrong. You need to create a killer playlist. As I said, find an instructor to motivate you or grab a friend to join you, because why not? It's not about how much you can lift or how far you can run. It's about showing up consistently. So I do not have a favorite workout routine like resistance training and a morning dance party to boost my mood, but I hope y'all will figure out one. So here's your homework. Pick one new workout to try out this week. Maybe it's a YouTube yoga class. Maybe it's a long walk with a podcast. Maybe it's pole dancing. Because yes, that counts as cardio. Just do something that gets your body moving. And I encourage you guys to journal about how you feel after each workout for a week. So next up, food, nutrition. And let me just say, we're not doing diet culture here, because that's not what we do on this fucking podcast. This isn't about cutting carbs or drinking celery juice until you pass out. This is about nourishing your body so you feel strong, energized, and ready to conquer your day. So, here are my tips. 1. Balance is key. 2. Hydration nation. And 3. Cook for yourself. Because why not? Think of your plate like a vibe check. You want a mix of protein, carbs, healthy fats, and greens. But also, if you want the pizza, eat the damn pizza. You're dehydrated. I don't even need to know you to say that. Start chugging water like your ex is watching. I know Postmates is tempting, but there's something empowering about making your own meals. And in addition to that, it's cheaper. So, yes, for example, I have heard overnight oats for busy mornings and a quick stir fries for dinner. So, here's a little challenge I want you guys to do, because I will do it too. Plan one meal this week. Sorry, I do not want to do that on the pod. Plan one meal this week that makes you feel like a domestic god or goddess. Light a candle, play some music, and make it an event. Bonus points if you pair it with a glass of wine or kombucha if you're feeling virtuous. Okay, so first, let me sneeze, because bitch, I do not want to sneeze in this microphone, and it will be really embarrassing. So I'm gonna take this mic away from me for a second. Here. Okay, bitches, finally. Let's talk about loving the skin you're in. This one's a little tough and relatable, because I relate to this so much. Bitch, I'm black. I don't know if any of you know that, but bitch, I am fucking black. So, especially when you're bombarded with photoshopped perfection on social media, here's the thing. Your body is yours. We get that. It's the only one you get. So why not try to treat it like the masterpiece it is? My body is my home, not my enemy. I deserve to feel good no matter what size I am in. And health is about how I feel, not how I look. So I have had some struggles in high school with my body image and how I learned to embrace my imperfections. And I'm not gonna lie, it has worked a ton. So, you've got your fitness goals, your meal ideas, and your body positivity mantras. Now, it's time to put it all into practice. So, we're getting into boundaries and relationships, because if you're going to glow up, you need to cut out the people dimming your starlight. So, okay. Alright, guys. We are in part 3 of the healing era, or the life reset, whatever. We've detoxed emotionally, started our physical glow up, And now we're diving into boundaries and relationships. Let's be real. Most of us suck at boundaries, whether it's saying yes to plans we don't want to go to or letting people walk over us. We've all been there. But here's the thing, boundaries aren't just about keeping toxic people out. They're about protecting your peace and making space for the relationships that actually serve you. First of all, let me just say this. Boundaries are hot. Nothing is sexier than knowing your fucking worth and refusing to settle for less. But for some reason, we've conditioned to believe that setting boundaries makes us. Hold on, I got something in my eye. Yes, we've conditioned to believe that setting boundaries makes us mean or selfish. First of all, God forbid we say no to something that doesn't serve us. Here's the truth. Boundaries are an act of self-fucking respect. So treat them like it. When you set them, you're telling the world, I know my value, and I'm not afraid to protect it. Back in my day, I think it was middle school. Back in middle school, I was the prom king. I'd say yes for every event, every favor, every drunk text from an ex who just wanted to talk. I was exhausted, resentful, and honestly, kind of miserable because it wasn't until I started setting boundaries, real boundaries, that my life started to change. So, saying no to an ex gives you an empowering feeling, and yeah, I hope you'll say no or learn your lesson after. So let's get into the how. Setting boundaries doesn't mean ghosting everyone for or being rude. It's about clear, honest communication. So here's my step-by-step guide on how to set boundaries without guilt. Number 1, identify your limits. Number 2, communicate clearly. Number 3, enforce your boundaries. And lastly, release the motherfucking guilt. Ask yourself this one question. What drains you? What feels like too much? This could be emotional labor in a friendship, constant texting from a partner, or even work demands. The key to boundaries is clarity. Don't beat around the bush. For example, I can't take calls after 8 p.m. because I need time to unwind. Simple, respectful, and direct. This is the hard part. People will test you. Stay firm, even if it feels uncomfortable. So here's a mantra for you. Saying no to others is saying yes to myself. You're not responsible for how others react to your boundaries. And I want you guys to reflect on the answers and plans to your first steps forward into setting boundaries. So, Now that we've covered all boundaries, let's talk about relationships. Specifically, the toxic ones. Because if you're going to have a glow up, you can't let people who dim your light stick around. You're always walking on eggshells. If you're constantly worried about upsetting someone, that's a fucking red flag. It's all about them. If they only show up when they need something from you but disappear when you need support, that's not a relationship, honey. That's a one-way street. They don't respect your boundaries. If you've set a boundary and they ignore it, they're not respecting you, and that's final. So, real quick, I had a friend once who only would text me when she needed advice about her amazing daily life. If I ever brought up my own problems, bitch, she'd change the subject. It took me years to realize that friendship wasn't mutual and toxic, and it was me giving and her taking. Cutting her off was kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it was the best thing I've ever done in my life. And this was done for my mental health. So, yeah. Guys, my cold is getting worse. Okay. Enough about the toxic vibe. Let's talk about building health. Okay, let's say together, healthy relationships. That felt good. Okay, whether it's friends, family, or romantic partners, here's what a healthy relationship looks like. Mutual respect. Both people value each other's feelings, time, and boundaries. Open communication. You can express your words through needs without fear or whatever kind of judgment. And supportive energy. I sound like I'm high as fuck, but I'm not. I'm high as fuck because I have fucking cold and I need to sneeze every minute and I feel like I'm gonna cry, but I'm not high. Okay. Okay. Supportive energy. They celebrate your wins and stand by you in tough times. That's the way to go. Those are the friends you need in your life, baby. So, how to attract healthy relationships? Number 1, be the energy you want to attract. Number 2, don't fucking settle. Number 3, put yourself fucking out there. My voice is horrible because I have a fucking cold, but I hope you guys can deal with it. So, if you want loyal, supportive friends, you need to be loyal and supportive to yourself. If someone not meeting your standards, don't be afraid to walk away. Join a new club, take a class, or just strike up a conversation with someone new. Building relationship takes effort. A healthy relationship takes effort. Alrighty, guys. You've got your boundary setting toolkit. You know how to spot toxic relationships. And you're ready to attract some healthy vibes into your life. So, this time we're diving into career ambition because your glow up isn't just personal, it's professional too. So, let's level up. Okay, welcome back. Whoa, I just sounded like a witch. So far we've cleared some emotional baggage, stepped into our physical glow up, and cleaned house on relationships. Now it's time to talk about the thing that fuels your independence, your career, your ambition. Here's the deal. Your job isn't just a paycheck. It's where you spend a huge chunk of your life. So why not make it something that lights you up? Whether you're climbing corporate ladder, building a side hustle, or figuring out what you even want to do. This hour is all about this this segment is all about taking control of your professional life and stepping into your boss energy. So, if you've ever dreamed of being the main character in a boardroom, this session/segment is for you. So, let's start with the $1,000,000 question. What do you actually want to do with your life? This might sound overwhelming, but let's break it down. Your passion doesn't have to be some grand life-changing discovery. It's about finding someone that truly makes you feel alive and curious. How to discover your passion? Number 1, reflect on what excites you. Number 2, experiments. And lastly, asking for feedback, because why not? Think about what you love to do in your free time. What could you talk about for hours? If you're unsure, try new things. Sign up for an art class, volunteer, or take a random online course, whatever. Sometimes the people closest to us see our strengths better than we do. Also ask them what they think you're amazing at, and I'm sure they will tell you. When I started this podcast again, I know you bitches are tired of me talking about this podcast, but it has been a ride. If you're new here, hi. This is not the first season. This is the 6th season. I have done this show for over 4 years. And bitch, I have been solo. I have not been co-hosting. So give me a little credit. I wasn't thinking about this podcast as a career. I just knew I loved talking about it, relationships, and making people laugh. But the more I leaned into it, the more I realized this was my passion. Here we're deep into a life reset. Not everyone wants to quit their job and become a TikTok influencer, and that's okay sometimes. The glow up happens right where you are, and here's how to level up in your current role. Number one, set clear career goals. Number two, become indispensable. And lastly, network like a motherfucking pro. Ask yourself, where do I want to be in 6 months? Where do I see myself in this future 6 months? A year, 5 years? Then break it. Break it down into actionable steps. If you want to stand out, go above and beyond. Find ways to solve problems and take initiative and show your value. I know networking sounds fake and exhausting, but hear me out. Building relationships is everything. Whether it's your boss, coworkers, or industry connections, make an effort to connect. Networking has actually helped me land major podcast deals like the one I have with Megaphone. So, here's a pro tip. When you're networking, don't just ask for things, offer value too. Whether it's sharing a resource or hyping someone up, people remember generosity. Okay? Now, let's talk about the big moves. Standing aside hustle. Starting a side hustle. Or making a career pivot. If you're feeling stuck or unfulfilled, this might be your sign to switch things up. Find your niche. What problem can you solve, or what skill can you monetize? Start small. You don't need a fancy business plan or a huge investment. Treat your side hustle like a relationship. Put in the time and effort to make it grow and stay consistent. So, I'm not gonna lie, this podcast started as a risky side project and turned into a massive brand, which I never expected. So, if you're ready to leave your 9 to 5 but don't know where to start, here's your roadmap. 1. Assess your skills. 2. Educate yourself. And 3. Take the leap. What transferable skills do you already have in you? Take online courses, read books, or find a mentor in your desired field. At some point, you just have to go for it. It's scary, but it's worth it. Last but not least, let's talk about imposter syndrome. You know that little voice in your head saying, "Who do you think you are to want this?" Here's the truth. Everyone feels like this at some point. So even the most successful people, the difference is they don't let it stop them. I'm talking about the Kylie Jenners, the Mark Zuckerbergs, all those big celebrities. So, here are my tips for beating imposter syndrome. Even though I have not beaten them yet. So, I will hopefully try as best as I can to do so. Focus on facts, not feelings. Fake it till you make it, and find your cheerleaders. Write down your wins, big or small, and read them when you're done doubting yourself. Confidence is built through action. Show up, even if you're scared as fuck. Surround yourself with people who hype you up and remind you of your potential. You should also read the lists whenever you feel like they're not good enough. So, you've got your career glow up toolkit. Now it's time to take action. We're diving into money, budgeting, manifesting, and building financial independence. Because let's be real, your glow up isn't complete without a stacked bank account. So let's talk about. Okay, I don't know if I should continue this because honestly, I don't do podcasts this long. But thanks for listening. I will be releasing a part 2. Do not worry, my bitches. Part 2 is coming. And I love you so much. Thanks for listening. Listen to part 2 coming on Wednesday. Bye bye.